Nose harness. I was using a gentle leader for Max when he was pulling too much with his new harness. I called it a nose harness, and Max actually doesn't like it. He deflates when wearing it and rubs against me and others to remove it. I just got a new comfort trainer for Max. I am teaching him to like it and not rub in it. Already Max is rubbing less, and he's not worried about picking up items when wearing it. He also doesn't deflate when he has it on. Gentle leader. After placing the gentle leader on Max and giving him several treats, I set a can down. Normally he would pick it right up and hand it to me, but this time he puts his nose on it and then looks back to me. His retrieves, with the gentle leader on, were very spotty, so I start shaping him to picking up the can. His ears are up and he's not totally deflated, but he's just not wanting to pick up the can. He sniffs Attitude's head, puts his nose on the can, and this time I'm waiting. He knows what to do. I even point to him what I want done. He paws the can, plays with everything but the can, and then peels the label off the can.
It's naked.
But he hasn't picked the can up. He rubs against my leg, tips the can over with his nose, but he really doesn't want to pick the can up with the gentle leader on. He does everything but pick the can up. This is what I've been seeing when we're out working, since we started using the gentle leader again. When he tries to pick the can up, he acts like the gentle leader is making him very uncomfortable. He finally does pick it up and hand it to me, but that was an awful lot of work for an already known skill. Comfort trainer. Max is wearing his comfort trainer for the 4th time. I set the can down, and he uses his feet to move it around before he picks it up. But he picked it up. So I set it down, and this time he just picks it up and hands it to me with his mouth. And he got his click. He's acting like he's not wearing it. He's only rubbed against me twice during this brief training session before this. I'm showing you this section. But every time I set the can down, even the first time I set it down, he went straight to what he knows to do. He picked it up. And he hands it to me without hesitation, something he wouldn't do in the gentle leader. It is a huge difference from the dog that I had to shape to a known behavior. He's excited about doing the training, and he's not worried about the comfort trainer that he's wearing. And he's very clever. He's actually standing the can on end before he picks it up and brings it to me. He very rarely brings it to me when he's holding it sideways in his mouth. And trust me, he brings my Pepsi cans to me the same way. But he's doing it. He knocked it over with his nose, and this time he picked it up so that it was sideways in his mouth. But there's no hesitation. There's no worry about the band across his nose. There's no discomfort in picking up. If you're looking for a head halter for your dog, and your dog has to do a lot of retrieves, and you want your dog comfortable, I would 100% recommend a comfort trainer, because I have a dog that has worn a head harness for 3 years without liking it, and likes this new head harness and enjoys it.
Very good.
It is wonderful.
Stand. Yes, I know.
He's doing some tricks now at the very tail end of our brief session.
Smart. You're clever.
All we done was done some clicking for putting his nose in it, and clicking for wearing it, and then working with picking up objects. And he picked up everything I asked as if he wasn't wearing it.
Stuck.
He's doing all of his tricks with as if he's not wearing it. Even stuck, he's not rubbing like he normally would. Everything is as if he's not wearing a harness on his face at all. Good job, Max. I'm so glad we found something you like. Enjoy that. I had one last thing I wanted to say. If you watch Max with the Gentle Leader compared to this, he's not shutting down like he was in the Gentle Leader. What a great change. Cast: Max as himself. Narrator: The Treat Dispensing Machine. Produced by GSD Productions. Directed by C.K. Bales.